When canning beets, always use the freshest produce. These were brought in fresh from my garden. Wash the beets well in cold water. The stems should be trimmed, leaving about 2 inches on the top. And be sure to leave the taproot intact. Set beets aside in a colander and allow them to drain. Then place beets in a stock pot and cover them with water. Transfer to a stovetop and bring the contents to a boil. Boil the beets until they are tender. This batch took about 35 to 40 minutes due to their large size. Once tender, drain beets in a colander. In the meantime, prepare sterile jars by boiling them in water, as well as bringing some water to a simmer for the lids. Once the beets are cool enough to handle, remove the outer skins. They should easily slip right off. I recommend wearing gloves just in case some of the beets are still hot. Next, cut the stem ends off of each beet. At this point, you could either leave them whole or slice them into desired size pieces. Prepare for canning by setting the sterile jars on a towel. Add a half teaspoon of canning salt to each pint jar, or 1 teaspoon if you're using quart jars. Next, fill another stock pot up with water and start heating it on the stovetop. While the water is heating up to a boil, start packing each jar with beets, making sure you leave a headspace at the top of each jar. Once the water is boiling, ladle into the jars covering the beets. Once again, make sure to leave a headspace. Now take a clean cloth and wipe the rim of the jar. Then add a hot lid to the top. Fasten on a ring, making sure you do not over-tighten. And using jar lifters, transfer to the pressure canner. Once the canner has been filled, secure the lid and bring the heat up till the pressure is 10 pounds. Process pints for 30 minutes, or 35 minutes if you're using quart jars. When the processing time has ended, turn off the burner and let the canner cool to room temperature. The pressure should return to 0 before opening. And finally, transfer the jars to a towel and allow them to cool overnight.